So welcome to the next session of Introduction to Programming in C. We have discussed so far the string operation. So today we will discuss about menu-driven operation. So menu-driven program, how it can be implemented. See, this is a menu-driven program using switch and switch case statements. That is very, very important. How do you implement? Because already we have implemented string functions. We understood how to make use of the built-in string operations, string functions, and also the user-defined string functions. Now we are learning how to write a menu-driven program, which is incorporating all string functions. So example string functions implementation without using string.h library. Okay. Now we should include the library stdio.h header file. So I have included, and these are the function prototype. What are the prototype of functions is? We know one is to find this length of the string, other one is to copy the string, other one to compare two strings, another one to concatenate two given strings. So all these prototype of functions are declared. Now we will start from main function. So return type of main function is integer. Now we are declaring one variable called str1 of 50 of type of data type character, which has size 50. Okay, and already I have told you that destination string data, size should be greater than source string. So we are declaring two more strings called destination string as well as source string, where the size is defined within the square bracket as shown. So for comparison, I need two strings. So for that also, I have declared two variables, string 1, string 2. Two strings I have declared of type character. And then two variables have two string variables have declared of size 15 and 50, which is of type char. And I have declared one more variable called length of type integer, and I have initialized it to 0. Now again I have declared one more variable called user choice of type integer, and I have I have initialized that variable also to 0. So what is supposed to do? See, now I have used do while loop. Do. Now it will display the menu I have designed. You can see here, the menu is whether you need strlen demo or string copy demo or string compare demo or string cat demo. Once all comparison is done, you should exit. So after this demo, after the display, I'm getting the information from the user that to enter his choice. So he is supposed to enter the choice, enter your choice. That choice, whatever he has entered, will be saved into the user choice variable. So through scanf function, okay? After this, the user has entered the choice, and this choice is stored in user choice variable. Now switch this user choice, switch off user choice. So now user choice, this variable contains the choice of the user. So if he has entered 1, it will execute case 1. If he has entered 2, it will execute 2. So for which case it matches, that particular case will be executed. Okay. If suppose the user choice is 1, what it does? First, you are supposed to find the length of the string. So that function, or what it does, it calculates the size or length of the string, correct? Now, first I'm giving the information. I'm displaying some information to the user just for more readability. My strlen function demo is so and so like this. Okay, so it starts like that. Then I'm asking from the user to enter a string. He will enter the string that will be stored in str1. So he will enter the string, whatever the value is he will enter, that will be stored in str1. Through scanf function, I'm reading that variable. Then I will find the length of that string. So str, what is the objective? My strlen is a function, user-defined function. That function is taking an argument str1. It will return the length of that particular string, whatever you pass as an argument. So now you are printing the length of the string. So the length of the string is stored in the variable length. So you're printing that value length. Break the statement. So if you opt case 1, this is to calculate the size or length of the string. So if the user has opted for second choice, case 2, then case 2 performs the operation my string copy, means string copy it does. So it will ask the user to enter the source string. When the user enters the source string, that will be read to the source str. Now you have to call the function, built-in function, not built-in function, it is user-defined function which we have defined already. My strcpy, you have to call this function destination str, source str. So now what it does, string copy, source string is copied to destination string. So the copied string contains, it is stored in which string the copied, the copies happened to the destination string. Okay, so the copied string is destination string. Now what it does in the second option, source string is copied to destination string, and the copied string is, you have to print the copied string that is changed, whichever the value is changed, that is destination string. Now it contains the same string as of source string. So break the statement, it will come out from the switch. Next, if user has opted third choice, then the user-defined function mystrcmp will be called. We have two arguments, S1 and S2. And what it does is, first I have to ask the user to enter the first string. When first string is entered, it will be copied to, you have to read that string. So it is read through string 1. You have to flush using flush function, stdin flush. So whatever the garbage values it contains, it will be flushed out. Then now enter the second string to compare. So that is copied to, that value is copied to string 2. Now what happens? This strcmp, that function, when it is called, it's taking two arguments. One is string 1, other one is string 2. What it exactly does, it will compare the value of the string, whatever you have entered, and it will throw the result. When it throws the value will be 0 if it is equal. If both the strings are equal, this function should return 0. Otherwise, it has to return something else, that is other than 0. So now you are catching that value result that you are printing. You can print that result value. Okay. And next comparison goes. Because I want to tell this function, main purpose of this function itself is to compare two strings, and if they are equal, tell whether they are equal or not equal. So now the function I have used, I have got the result. I have to compare that result with 0. If that result is equal to 0, I have to compare. If that result is equal to 0, then both the strings are equal. If you want, you can print using printf statement. Using printf function, you can print those two strings. Yes, both the strings are equal. Else, Both the strings are not equal. So break. So here, this particular case will break at that moment, and it will come out from the switch statement, and switch loop itself, it comes out. Then if the user option is case 4, that is fourth option, then the operation what you have chosen is cat, string concatenation. So how the demo will go? First, you have to ask the user to enter a source string. He will enter. That will be read to the variable src. Again, you have to flush. Using flush function, you have to flush it. Then you have to ask the user to enter the destination string, that is second string, destination string. That will be read to DST, string DST or variable DST. That string should be read to the DST. Then you have to call the function, that is user defined function mystrcat, and you have to pass both the strings as an argument, DST comma source. Now you have to print, after this you have to print the destination string, because after you call this function, the source string is copied to destination string. Now if you attempt to print the string, destination string, so it will have source string. That's how the concatenation process takes place. Now, if user is not opted any case, either case 1 or case 2 or case 3 or case 4, it will go to the default case. But here I have used, if he has written case 9, if he has written 9, then it will come to the statement here, because I wanted to give, this is how we design the program. If you want, you can choose, otherwise by default it goes to the default case. But here what I have done is, after all the 4 cases are executed, the last case I'm giving the information to the user that I'm exiting the program, so have a nice day, and I will come out from the switch. Otherwise, if he has not entered 9, then it will go to the default. Default is anything other than these, 1 to 4 or 9 to exit. Okay, safe exit. Otherwise, it will go to the default case. So default, I'm giving the information to the user that it is invalid choice. So please enter the values between 1 to 4 and 9 to exit. See, this is the information what I'm printing on the screen. So after printing default, it will come out from the switch. After coming out from the switch, again I'm checking if the user choice is not equal to 9, then what it has to return? It should return 0. Okay. If anything, it doesn't have matches with the switch statements, it will come out from the switch. If that user choice is not equal to 9, then return 0. Then this will return the 0 for whoever called that particular function. So I have written here, students, you can see here, my strlen, I have called the function, right? That function, whichever I have called here, my strlen cast, this one, this function will be called. I mean, in every switch statement, I'm calling my strcat. Okay, here my strlen, my strcat, my strcmp, I'm calling, right? So these functions I have written here separately. So here have implemented this. When that particular function is called, it will execute this part and it will go back to the called function. So whoever calls, it has to return back. So it will return back and it will execute. The controller will continue from there itself. If wherever it encounters written statement, return, it will go to that particular where exactly the location. It has to go back. So this is about all the, this is menu driven program for all the string operations. So for any queries, you can write to my mail ID. And for more such videos, you have to subscribe to our YouTube channel.